2020's been awesome, right? I'm really gonna miss it.
Said no one ever. Hey, welcome back to Our Family B.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Brigitte.
Happy New Year!
In this video, we're gonna do a 2020 recap for you, a little bit of personal and business happenings that went on in 2020, but also we're gonna talk about some New Year's resolutions.
Do you make those?
For 2021? Yeah, that's controversial. Some goals for 2021 for our lives personally and what we're gonna do with OFB.
Last year, we talked about New Year's resolutions in a video we made, and we said pretty much that don't make them, maybe, because most people don't keep them. I think we said like 3% of people kept them last year.
Something like that.
You have to watch the video to see what we said. It's an old video. We have changed so much in the last year.
Maybe don't watch it.
Maybe don't watch that video. We'll link it below, but just don't watch it. But we did talk about goal setting, and so we set some personal goals for the year and some goals for YouTube. We launched that like a little bit later for I think our 50th video. We're almost up to 150 now.
Yeah, wow.
Which is crazy. And then there was the Rona.
Yeah, pretty much at the beginning, well, I mean, March, so pretty much at the beginning of 2020. And I remember thinking, everyone was like, oh, 2020 is gonna be the best year ever, like 2020, you know, it's like 2020 vision, 2020, everything's gonna be great in 2020. And it was like the complete opposite. But that doesn't mean great things didn't happen in 2020, but there was definitely an overarching, yeah, this year, no one wants to repeat. What were our personal goals anyways? I'm gonna have to watch the video. Yeah.
I didn't talk about any personal goals. I talked about setting them, but I don't think I had any. I did have some, but I don't think we talked about them in the video. I think it was just the idea of setting goals or not.
Yeah. Well, we did set goals for OFB. So yes. I remember we
set an insane goal, like absolutely crazy idea goal.
Yeah, which was to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
And point of reference.
Yeah,
we had 140 at the time.
Yes, we are currently, as of the filming of this.
Yeah, like 160.
Okay, and at the time of filming, we have 4,500 and a couple.
4,500 and hold.
1 hour later.
4,505.
And we are a week away from the end of the year.
Here's the deal. Hypothetically, it's possible. Like,
sure.
If we got 1,000 subscribers every day from now to the end of the year when this actually comes out, we could have 10K. So if we have 10K when you're watching this, we did it! Woo! Yeah, but if not, we wouldn't have gone this far if we hadn't set a crazy goal, I think.
But you know, I don't know if I talked about this in the previous video, but this is kind of how I feel in general, is that I've always been the type of person that is afraid to set goals because I feel like if I don't meet them, I'm failing.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't until we got together, and really, I think until we started YouTube a year and a half ago, that you kind of revamped how I thought about that. And it was like, okay, sure, there's the saying, you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. And that's kind of how I always thought, like, I just don't want to be disappointed if I don't reach something. You know, I would never set goals. Then it wasn't until you were saying, you know, you should set really high goals, because then even if you get only a fraction of the way there, you'll probably get further than if you had set no goals at all.
Yeah, like if you set a really high goal and actually chase after it.
Right. And I feel like I've tried to embrace that, even though it's hard, because you know, no one wants to look stupid in the eyes of others, but I think as you get older...
I can't help it sometimes.
I think as you get older, and this is what I see in people who are, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s, that they just don't care what people think, and I want to have that attitude when I'm younger. Not that I'm not going to take wisdom from people, but I just don't want to care what they think, that shapes who I become and what I do with my life, because who that person is, it probably doesn't even matter. Like, they're not the one that is gonna be living my life, you know, right. I am. Yeah. So I wanna have that mindset, so who cares what people think if we set these crazy dreams and have these lofty goals, because they're not us, you know, they're not living our lives, and what we want out of life and why we set goals is none of their business as far as if they think it's crazy or not.
So we set some goals throughout the first few months of the year, and we kept modifying them too, and some of them got bigger. We're like, okay, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but why? And what does that mean? And I think that it's important to remember that if you're setting goals for the year or just for anything in general, the why is gonna be more important than the what. Like if you set a goal, you're like, well, I wanna save $10,000 to buy a house. Well, how much is a house? Oh, $300,000. Well, 10K ain't gonna get you there, right? Your goal is not big enough. But maybe you're like, I'm gonna save $1 million for a house. How much is a house? $300,000. Well, you don't need $1 million. If you don't know your why, then your what's gonna be out of sync with reality.
Well, first of all, our why for starting the channel was I felt like God told me to. I had no idea the why at the time. Over the past year and a half, some of the whys have become really apparent and have been what's driving us when it's hard and it's late at night and we stick to 2 videos every single week, except for
Christmas Day, literally Christmas Day.
Yeah. Even when I had the Rona, we posted 2 videos every week, and
which is hard. Like, it's really hard.
Well, yes, we both work full time. We have kids. We try to have a life.
And so YouTube happens like late at night and sometimes in weekend hours, like Sunday night or Saturday morning sometimes.
But it's our why that matters, and we did a video on how to start a family YouTube channel, so we can link that below. But your why is so important, and so for us, it was creating another income stream. It was the ability to have time freedom in the future, to be able to live a life not tied to one location and to one source of income. Well, for us too, because currently we have different organizations that we work for. Those were the whys for our family, but also we strongly believe in community. And we try to create community, obviously, where we are locally, but there are so many people that don't have the opportunity that we have now with where we're living. They just don't have people around them that are like-minded, that want to support them and encourage them. And so we created this space to be able to do that for other people. And it's been really cool getting to know other people literally around the world. And it just blows my mind every single time we meet someone new who's from
Indonesia or
way up in Canada, a place I will probably never visit.
Because she doesn't like the cold. Anything under 70 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way, is too cold.
Well, well, right now no one's traveling really, but
because Rona.
All these different places, and we get to learn about people and how things are different, and it's so cool because we don't get to travel a lot.
And beyond just community too, I think one of the things that's really important for us is, like, let's say this becomes really big the way we want it to and becomes an income replacement for Brigitte, and she's able to have more freedom and we can build this business together. We don't think that God will bless things that are being done for selfish reasons, and it never has been, but we just didn't know what all the purpose was. But we've recognized as time has gone on, it's not just community, it's family, right? And we care about the health of families. There's nothing that breaks our hearts more than families falling apart, or people who struggle to learn things that we had to learn along the way. Maybe they don't have anybody to tell them, like, how to deal with this issue with a kid, or how to deal with this financial issue, or how to, like, prep meals or cook at home. And this is just stuff that's being lost because of our culture, our society. And so we want to help with that. Like, we want our channel, our influence, to be about helping families be better together. And so we're working on that. That's reflected in our mission statement, which we say a lot in, like, all the videos. And so long term, we actually have a lot of plans about how that's going to grow. And it really does start with that online community. In fact, a few of you guys have become patrons or channel members, and at any level, there's $3, $10, and $25 basically each month. You can help support us, and you get different benefits at all these different levels. But even at the base level, you get access to our Discord server, which is an online chat community. We're in there pretty regularly, and we get to spend time with the people who are supporters. So if you're interested in that at all, for $3 a month, click the link below. It really helps us out, and we can hang out together, which is pretty cool. But these are the things that are helping us get there to where we can help more people and build community and spread positive influence.
Yeah, there's so many people that comment and say, oh, I just love how positive you are, how genuine you are. And I mean, I don't always feel positive, let's be honest. People have, rough days, but we are who we are. We never put on a front. I mean, maybe I put on a little bit of makeup most times.
We're still working on being awkward in front of the camera, but we're getting there. We're working on it.
That comes with time. It's a skill, I think mostly what 2020 taught me is that our hope can't be in anything but God, because everything else will change and let us down. I mean, I'm sure many people had desires and stuff in January of 2020, and then March hit, and they were like, oh, everything's being stripped from me. And in some places it is just so bad, and in other places not as much. But no matter what, everyone's idea of what they thought the year was gonna be changed. And, we all have different things that we wanted to accomplish, but when I realized I was putting my hope in those things and my security and my confidence and my value, then that's when I realized, oh, this is not gonna work. And so it really just reminded me and drove me to Jesus, because he's the only one that can ever satisfy. He's the one that provides for us, and he's the one that is what matters. And that's what 2020 taught me.
I think for everybody, like, globally, 2020 has taught us to look at perspective differently. I think that everybody watching this right now would say that they value things differently than they did on March 14th, 2020 even, right? Like, we have all thought more long, more hard about how we prioritize things in our lives. I think even just the last few months, us thinking about our future and what it looks like and what kind of lives we want for our kids, like, the rat race is not the important thing for sure, right? Like, it doesn't, your business success doesn't matter in the context of a world where a global pandemic or civil unrest or a million other things could put an end to your livelihood, like, right away. Like, what are we spending our time on? And it's not saying we shouldn't work. We should work. We should work hard, but what are we working for? As soon as our families become emotional support systems for us to succeed at our jobs, instead of our jobs being financial support systems for us to succeed at family, we're failing. That's actually pretty good. That sounds good. We should write that down. Write that down. If you're not taking notes, write that down anyway. It's fine. That's what I think so many people have realized this year, and I don't know what that looks like exactly. Although we have some ideas as we look forward to 2021. Because here's the thing: everybody thinks 2021 is going to be great, and that's only because you look at the context of 2020. It can't be worse than 2020. Well, do you know that though? Like,
no one knows the future. Yeah,
could be an asteroid. I'm not saying that, but like, could be. Right?
Well, anything can happen.
Yeah. So I think we can't make our plans and assume that everything's going to be right for them, but we can plan to put priorities in the right places. So do we want to talk a little bit about some of those things we've been thinking about? Or do we want to talk about channel first and then us long term, or which way?
Oh, are we throwing out the long term?
No, I don't
like
know.
Our
like
5
some
year?
of it.
Oh. Well, we kind of just started talking about this like
I know.
a couple days ago.
And I'm like, cart, horse.
Let's talk about 2021 business.
Yeah.
Oh. We are incorporated.
Oh, we have an LLC. It's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, legally.
That was exciting.
Yes.
A lot of paperwork that this guy did.
Yeah, so there's an LLC, and you can like send us mail at a business address and stuff. That's in our About section in the description, I think. We'll put it there.
In 2020, we came out with our first paid product. Can't really see it, but
Look at that. Yeah, a DIY lip balm kit. She's been making her own chapstick lip balm for like 8 years, 7,
basically since we got married. Yeah.
So longer than that, and everybody loves it, and she sold it to a few people before. And they're like, you should sell this. And we couldn't, and we figured out we'd sell a DIY kit. You can make it yourself because it's kind of fun to do with people. And we've sold several, but you should buy one because we have a bunch of stuff and we can still sell them, and you should buy them. They're great.
So we did that in 2020, but in 2021, we want to come out with a couple other products.
Yes.
Probably some digital products, we're thinking, and that's exciting. Maybe a devotional, also some printables.
Do you have thoughts on that? A 10-minute daily devotional for busy couples who ain't got no time to meet together, but they can do this and spend 10 minutes and answer a couple questions to each other. If you like that idea as like an ebook, let us know in the comments below.
Also, we're coming out with another paid product, which is a physical item, and it is called OFB number 2. If you think you know what that is, leave a comment down below and tell us your guesses.
We'd love to hear what you think that is. Last year we set this big, crazy, insane subscriber goal. Like, wait, can we insert right here the clip of you cringing when you try to say it?
We want 10,000 subscribers by December 2020.
By the end of December 2020.
Which just seems like insanity because that's like...
How could that happen? We don't even have 200 yet.
Yeah.
So this year, we are gonna set a big crazy subscriber goal. And we've talked about it before, but like we haven't talked about it for like a month. So on camera right now, Brigitte.
What is our goal?
What do you think it is? What do you want it to be? What should it be, Brigitte?
I don't know. This is the same cringing
This
face.
is the same face. Do not let the fear monster get onto you.
Was it 50,000 or was it 25,000?
Wimp.
It wasn't 100,000, was it?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. That would have to be from the Lord.
What do you want? Like, are we doing like doable dreams or are we doing like God-sized dreams? I don't know what you're doing. I thought we were doing
Well, I want to be a
God-sized
part of God-sized dreams.
dreams. So what's our goal for the year, Brigitte?
Same face. Let's put them side by side. Our goal for 2021 is 100,000 subscribers.
Want to do 1 million?
No. I can't handle that much growth.
And here's the thing, when you set goals like this, it's not about like, set this goal and if you don't reach it, you're crushed. It's about chase after something big. Because if you chase after little stuff and you fall short, you fell short of little stuff. If you chase after big things and you fall short, you still probably accomplished quite a lot. So go after something big with your life.
We also have a goal when we reach a certain milestone to hire some type of help.
Yeah, like part-timer or like piecemeal work, that kind of thing. We will need very soon, like in the next few months, 6 months or a year, probably social media help, as well as maybe chat moderators. That would probably be a volunteer thing. So if you'd be interested in being a volunteer chat moderator on our Discord, things like that, please let us know. We'd love to talk to you and see if that might be a good fit. But yeah, opportunities possibly to bring other people onto the team, which is scary, right?
I think it's scary to think one day we could have employees.
So Brigitte has a job now where she has employees.
Wow.
It's new.
I don't have it technically yet.
For a few days.
Like a week.
Yeah, she got a promotion. Yay, Brigitte! Woo! Comes with more opportunity. Oh, that's responsibility.
Our goal with YouTube is to work as long as possible still in my full-time job because I do like it. I think it's still valuable for me to stay there, and we want to be able to...
It has great benefits.
Yes. But we'll need help if I'm still going to be working full-time in order to maintain any growth status that we have.
And like our income goals to replace your income, we're way back on that. Like we're like 2% of there. So like this thing that you're watching makes this much money. Like, can you see the gap? Like it's this much.
I can't see the gap.
It's this
I can't
much.
see it.
Yeah, you can't see it. We're like 2% really of where we need to be to replace our income, because it's mostly like ad dollars. We haven't like pushed stuff like super hard, we feel like, and we don't want to. We'd rather just like spend more time growing the community.
And we never want to push stuff that we don't fully believe in. We're very selective on the things that we talk about, and we get approached by people.
We've gotten some emails about representing different products, and we're like, doesn't really fit our brand. Based on what you've seen in our channel, if you've been around for a while. If you haven't, welcome, glad you're here. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. But if you've been around for a little bit, do you feel like this lady wants to do a lot of bikini modeling? But they're like, hit us up. We think you'd be a great fit for this. Clearly, you have not watched our stuff.
Oh, or the baby clothing companies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I said the name of some of these companies. My wife's going to edit it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and like super, super long term, there are some things as well that she's not wanting to talk about right now, I think.
Well, I feel like we just kind of like maybe had this epiphany and we're like, wow, we could really do this. And it kind of like got us excited, but we literally just started talking about it. So
yeah,
I feel like it's a little too soon.
5-10 year plans.
Which we've never had.
The thing we had in common to get married was we both loved Jesus and wanted to follow him. And we both wanted the family, like we wanted wife or husband. We wanted the spouse and kids. And good jobs. And we have those things.
Now what?
Yep. Okay. It's not like we can't be content with this, but like, could we do more to have more influence in a positive way for a positive reason to help more people? Because like, just things that make money don't interest me very much. Like things that just make money, like I could go make more money. Like I wouldn't be doing ministry full time if I was in it for the money. Doing something that can help people, that could change lives, that can influence families in a positive way, that is very interesting to us. And it kind of all meshed with this desire we have to live a different kind of lifestyle, a different kind of place, not necessarily far away from where we're living now, just not in like an apartment or a townhouse, and not just in the suburbs. We want space, and that's all you're getting right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, have you guys ever heard of barndominiums? Just saying.
I think God created us to work, and he created us with certain passions and influence, and I think that we need to take advantage of that because no one else can be you. And so if you were created especially with a purpose, then let's fulfill that purpose, you know? Like every person, I think, has a lot to offer the world, and I don't want to stop short just because of a hurdle or because I don't believe in myself or because I don't think it's possible or any of those things. I want to live a full life, and that doesn't mean like full of money or full of things. It just means
stuff and money actually doesn't make you happy.
No. And when you start to dig deeper than that, it's like, well, what do I want? What am I passionate about? I remember somebody asked me in high school or just out of high school, they're like, if you had all the money in the world, money was no option, you could do whatever you wanted, what would you do? And I'm like, all the things I could think about were such a small scale because money has always been like the problem, you know? Like everyone needs money, which is why people work, but it was getting to the heart of the matter. Like, what is it that makes you tick? What do you want to do? And I struggled with that question. We've kind of been thinking about that question, you know, what is our passion and what do we want to do together? And so when we had this, well, you really brought it up, and it really kind of ignited something in us.
What did that bring up?
I can't tell you we can't tell it on the internet.
Oh, I can't tell you on the internet yet. You'll have to stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, because we'll have to tell you eventually.
Yes, we will tell you eventually.
Yeah.
But.
Maybe if you join our Discord community through Patreon or YouTube channel memberships, you'll get hints about it. because we like to talk to the people there about things. But we'll tell you eventually. Yeah.
So if you have any New Year's resolutions, if you have any goals for 2021, leave a comment down below because we'd love to hear it and we'd love to support you in it and encourage you in any way that we're able to. And it's cool to just be able to see what other people's visions are and what they aspire to do in 2021.
Smash the like button if you haven't yet, because it just makes YouTube show our video to more people, and that would be awesome because, you know, we have to reach 100,000 subscribers now.
If you got any value out of this video, make sure you're subscribed and share the video with a friend. Until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together.
We did it. Yes. Good job. Can you do it again? Warm tea, cold day, very nice.
Okay.
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 Okay.